It was early morning, and soft sunlight streamed through the window. The orange fluffy cat was sleeping peacefully on her cozy bed. Suddenly, a little bird started chirping by the window. The cat slowly opened her eyes, stretched her paws, and let out a big yawn. Her fluffy tail flicked slightly as she lazily tried to get out of bed. Still feeling sleepy, the cat walked to the kitchen. She picked up a small bowl, opened a milk bottle, and carefully poured the milk. Then she added a spoonful of honey and placed some of her favorite biscuits on a plate. The sweet smell of food made her even hungrier, and she happily wagged her tail. The cat sat down happily and took a sip of the milk. So delicious, she purred. She dipped a biscuit into the milk and took a big bite. Occasionally, she licked her lips and closed her eyes in delight. While eating, her fluffy tail swayed back and forth, completely lost in the joy of her breakfast. After finishing her meal, the cat placed the dishes in the sink. She grabbed a sponge and created foamy bubbles in the water. Then, she started scrubbing the dishes, her little paws getting all wet. "Oh no! The water is so cold!" she giggled, playfully patting the bubbles with her paws and blowing them into the air. The cat picked up a tiny broom and began sweeping the floor. With each stroke, her tail swayed from side to side. Suddenly, a small dust particle landed on her nose. Achoo! She sneezed and then laughed at herself. She quickly got back to work, making sure everything was perfectly clean. The cat carried a big laundry basket to the water tap. She poured soap into the water, making lots of fluffy bubbles. Then, she rubbed the clothes with her paws, playfully splashing water around. Some bubbles landed on her face, and she giggled as she wiped them off with her little nose. The cat climbed up to the rooftop and started hanging the wet clothes on a clothesline. She carefully placed each piece, her tail wagging with satisfaction. The sky was bright blue, and the sun shone warmly. Now all the clothes will dry soon, she thought happily. Suddenly, a strong wind began to blow. The cat looked around in surprise. A powerful gust came, and the clothes started flying off the line. She stretched out her paws, trying to grab a shirt, but it slipped away. Her eyes widened in shock. "Oh no, my clothes!" The wind carried everything far away. "Go!" The cat sat on the rooftop, her eyes filled with tears. "What do I do now? I worked so hard." She wiped her eyes with her soft paws and sighed sadly. The wind was still blowing gently as she stared at the sky, heartbroken over her lost clothes. Suddenly, from a distance, a white fluffy cat appeared. She was carrying all the missing clothes in her mouth. Walking gracefully, she placed the clothes in front of the orange cat. "Here you go, I saved your clothes," said the white cat cheerfully. The orange cat stared in surprise. Then her face lit up with happiness. Overjoyed, the orange cat jumped up and hugged the white cat tightly. "You helped me, you're so kind." The white cat smiled and nodded. The two cats started playing together happily. A beautiful friendship had begun. Now, both cats sat together in a small garden. In front of them were 2 cups of warm tea. The orange cat took a sip and looked at the white cat. "Friendship is the greatest gift," she said. Both cats laughed, their tails swaying together in perfect harmony.